this video, we showcase the GoNet Designer client and server application. The GoNet Designer server and client application are basically focused on easing the development process of the multi-agent system. Currently, it is easier for the users to design an agent mental state with an existing methodology, but the hard process is involved in converting the design into an actual implementation. And the GoNet Designer application set out to bridge this gap between design and implementation and provide an easier to use user interface for the users. The client application consists of firstly we look at the client configuration file. The client configuration file contains information about the server the client trying to contact, the well-known object type which is published by the server for the client to access remotely by remote method invocation, and also we define a well-known port. Currently is 9336. The well-known server we set to localhost. It can also be set to an IP address of the target server machine. Also, we set a callback port at 9337, which is just an arbitrary port number. The user can choose to set a different port number. However, it should be noted that the port number should not be less than 1024, which are the reserved port numbers for system processes. In order to change the target server machine, the user just have to change the well-known server address here to the target machine IP address. The client is basically a graphical user interface assisting the users to easily design a GoNet based on the GoNet methodology to model the agent mental state. Here, since it is a distributed system, it supports collaborative design effort by a group of users by providing the users with a facility to chat among themselves. From here we can see the client messaging application is embedded into this GoNet Designer client. This part of the client messaging application shows how many active users are currently connected to the server. Currently there is only one user connected, which is the client we are using for this demonstration, and the server is also available for the client to contact. In order to send messages to the server, we just check the checkbox representing the server. We can type messages into the message box below. We will say hello. And the server, at the server side, we can see the server has received a message from the active client. This facility is mainly for the users to request services to the server administrator, and the server administrator, upon receiving messages from the client, will decide what actions to take. There are a range of functions provided for the users to use the GoNet client to design and modify GoNet designs. Here we can open a new GoNet design. For example, we give it a name for demonstration, give it a basic brief description. Now we have a blank canvas for us to place the entities of the GoNet on. This side of the panels shows how many states and transitions or arcs are currently drawn by the user. At the beginning, only the atomic goal, the atomic state option is available for the user to select, because if we don't have any goals placed on the canvas, there is no point for us to add transitions or arcs in. So we firstly place several goals on the canvas. Now we can add in more options. We can first organize these several goals by adding a composite goal in. A composite goal is a superset. It contains a subset of atomic goals or composite goals to form a goal net, either a goal net or a sub goal net within a goal net. In order to successfully add a composite goal onto the goal net design, we have to state which start goal ID and end goal ID are encompassed by this composite goal. The state ID, which is also the goal ID, are the number shown just overlaid over the graphics representation of the atomic state. Here we let the composite state contain from 156 to 158.